These nuns got the D. Ouch. It's the D word I meant. Ouch! Released in 2008 and is directed by John Patrick Shanley, who is really known for his Broadway, his theatrical work. He wrote the theatrical play version of this film, which actually won Best Play in 2005, but the dude adapted it for the screen and directed it, so if you know what you want, you know what you want. And this film is a 4-star crew consisting of Meryl Streep, Philip Seymour Hoffman, Amy Adams, and Viola Davis. The year is 1964, and Philip Seymour Hoffman plays Father Flynn, who is the priest of the local community's Catholic Church parish. And this parish school is overseen by Sister Aloysius, played by Meryl Streep, who is a very strict nun who finds herself stuck in the old ways. However, Sister Aloysius notices Father Flynn taking a liking to the boys of the school's parish. This raises Sister Aloysius' suspicions and has her nuns keep an eye out for anything suspicious happening in the school. And you can tell that this film was based on a play because it is very dialogue heavy. Typically, if you have a movie and there's a lot of talking, not a lot of action, just a lot of people kind of sitting around or standing in a room talking, discussing, and arguing, you can probably bet your ass it was based on a play. And I also think it's funny how we're dealing with one Father Flynn this week, and then the last time we were talking about Father Flynn, Jeff Bridges, with Bad Times at the El Royale. That's a funny coincidence. But doubt, this was 2008. This was back when I was starting to immerse myself into the world that is filmmaking. This is back when I started to schedule, what films were coming out, what films I had to see, who was writing these films, directing these films, who was starring in them. And when this film came out, I knew, well, this is Oscar bait, obviously. And it was nominated for 4 Academy Awards, 4 out of the big 5 Academy Awards that you can get. It did not win any of them, though. But you take a look at the nomination for Meryl Streep for Best Actress in this film, and you go, well, yes, I'm sick and tired of her being nominated, but god damn it, every nomination she gets is deserved. For this role, she absolutely deserves, she probably deserved to win that role, actually. But I think Kate Winslet beat her out that year, which I am totally okay with. They were probably like, well, Meryl gets, every award. Just let someone else have it. But this is it's a wonderful actor's showcase. What Meryl Streep is able to do in here is absolutely incredible. She made herself just look so plain, so basic, so old, as compared to when I saw her a couple of weeks ago when I reviewed Sophie's Choice. And the accent, the voice, the gravelishness of it, I couldn't even tell that it was Meryl at points. But you're doing the best acting possible when that happens. When you, as the person, are completely invisible and it's just the character that's being presented, bravo! But this nun, Sister Aloysius, she represents so much of the mindset from just a religious point of view. And not just from a time in the 1960s. No, this point of view is still going on today. And it's one of the viewpoints that is the reason why I left the church, why I didn't want to go to church anymore, is because of people like this, who take this stuff way too seriously. And I get it, faith, religion, it can do some wonderful, beautiful, really good things. But when you have people who use that religion and use that faith to invoke fear and anger and hatred towards people, I didn't want any part of it. And that's what Father Flynn is trying to fight against here. Father Flynn is a very progressive priest, which is an oxymoron, I think. But he's putting more of the emphasis on love and loving your neighbor. And he wants to embrace the community more. He wants to embrace the times more. He wants to bring the church, at least the mindset of the church, into the 21st century. For example, there is a scene where they are sitting around discussing what they're going to be doing for the Christmas pageant, and they go over all the standard hymns, Silent Night, O Holy Night, First Noel, the same songs that keep being played all the time. But he recommends doing a secular song. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas or Frosty the Snowman. And the look of shock and disgust that Sister Aloysius has, that Meryl Streep is able to get from that character, it's priceless. This is so blasphemous. You want us to sing a song that is about witchcraft, about this snowman will come alive if this magic hat gets placed on his head. It has no place in church. It's a fucking song. But that's just part of this battle of words that these two have throughout this entire film. But of course comes the other part where Sister Aloysius thinks that, oh, Father Flynn, he might be doing some inappropriate things with the young boys of the school. Which, when I first saw this film, I found myself being on the side of Philip Seymour Hoffman. But ever since a couple of years ago when I saw the movie Spotlight, I'm thinking, no, No, he probably did some shit, and it was a hard thing for me to watch at this time. I could not get my mind past, just thinking about Spotlight and then watching this movie. I'm like, no, you probably touched these little boys. See, this is what happens when journalists do their jobs. They put the truth out there and it ruins past films for me. But where this film gets its praise, it's from its ambiguity. Because we never know and we never find out if anything really happened with Father Flynn and with the kids. There's just gossip and there's accusations. But there is also a hidden level in here that I didn't really notice before, but they presented it here as the difference between the male world of religion and the female world of religion. When you have the men, the priest, the bishop at the dinner table, they're all drinking, they're having a good time, they are not taking the vow of silence seriously, they're just, schmucking it up. But the women, the nuns, under the tutelage of Sister Aloysius, they are silent during their meal, which is what they're supposed to, because they're taking a vow of silence as they're eating. No joy, no one's having fun, it's all just stoic and very serious. So not only does this film sort of shine a spotlight on homosexuality and on sexual harassment when it comes to Catholic priests and little boys, but it also shows a gender battle between the men and the women of the church. But I really do love Philip Seymour Hoffman's portrayal of this Catholic priest. There are many times where he comes across as genuine and a great guy, but you can also see that there are secrets that are being held behind that mask that he's putting on. Whether he did anything or not, we never find out, but there is something there and we just don't know what it is. Amy Adams plays Sister James, who really is the innocent in all of this. I feel that she is the window for the audience. She goes into it with innocent eyes, and that's really where we are too. She's the spectator to this battle between Sister Aloysius and Father Flynn, and she just wants everything to go back to normal and to go back to being peaceful. And Viola Davis, personally, I think she steals the show. She plays the mother of this boy that Sister Aloysius thinks that Father Flynn is taking an extreme liking to. The fear, the hope, the ambiguity that she just wants out of this whole situation, it comes across beautifully and very heartbreaking. You can tell that there's domestic abuse happening in her home. All she wants is just for her little boy to get to high school. Just a couple more years, she keeps saying. But as I said, this is an actor's movie. The cinematography, I think, it's serviceable for the film. Really, the strong point here, what we're highlighting, is the script and the actors. The camera does show a lot of interesting scenery, like a lot of metaphors that are happening. But like I said, the main highlight here is the script and the actors. So if you like that, if that's what you really want from a film, I think you're really gonna like this. And it's not too long either. I think it's like an hour and a half, hour 45. The pacing is great. It doesn't feel slow at all. This is a really, really solid film. So I'm gonna give Doubt 4 out of 5 Blu-rays.
It's good. It's good. It's good.
Alright everyone, now comes my favorite part in my video, where I pick which movie I'm going to be watching next. And the next one comes as a fan recommendation from Gemma R. You recommended Bruce Almighty. Yo, brethren! What up with thee? Jim Carrey at the height of his comedic powers. Actually, now that I think about it, this is almost like the end of his comedic powers. Like, I can't think of anything like big and substantial that he did after this movie. I've seen this movie 100 times. If any of you haven't, Jim Carrey gets the powers of God. And God, of course, is played by Morgan Freeman, which when you think about God is like, yeah, that's what I want God to be like. So Bruce gets the powers of God, and well, what do you think a human being does when he has the powers of God? He goes crazy and does a lot of selfish things. You got Jennifer Aniston in here playing his girlfriend. This is such a sweet movie. But thank you very much, Gemma R, for recommending this movie. If any of you have recommendations of films that you want me to review on here, please leave your suggestions down below, or go to my Facebook page, my Instagram, or my Twitter. Leave your recommendations there. If I have access to it, I will watch it and review it on this channel and give you a shout out as well. And please be patient with that. I've had a lot of recommendations, which is really, really cool. It's just, it takes time getting to them. Some of them I don't have access to. I have to order them or find them at like a discount DVD store somewhere. But in the meantime, what you can do is you can bring your friends over to this channel by hitting that subscribe button, helping me hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year. And of course, the majority of you know this, but those of you who don't know, I am willing to watch a film that I never want to watch again, but if we hit 1,000 subscribers, I will watch it for you and film myself watching, and that's Arachnophobia. I hate spiders. I hate this movie. Not from like the quality standpoint, even though I'm pretty sure like the quality sucks too, but spiders crawling out of noses and in your shower and in your toilet, I just, Freaks me the fuck out. But I'm willing to watch it if we hit 1,000. So everyone, have you seen Doubt? What did you think about it? Or if you've never seen it before and you stumbled across it because of this video, please comment below, let me know what you thought about it. And when you're done commenting, please like and subscribe to this channel so you know the next time I post my next movie review. So everyone, I will see you next time with my review of Bruce Almighty. So in the meantime, be well, be good to each other, and go watch a movie. Take care, guys.